recording?
Yes, we are.
Okay.
I was whipping that doubles like a pot of spaghetti. Yeah, that's the second hardest line I've been.
Facts.
It got no kind of sense, man.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all already know what it is. We are finally here. This is episode 10 of the One Mic Podcast. I'm your boy, Rod. I got my nigga Reese with me. Got my nigga D with me. Got my nigga T with me. And I got my man Case.
What's going on, y'all?
Big facts. No cap.
Man, it's the weekend, y'all.
Goodness.
Weekend was fire. Weekend was definitely nice. I enjoyed this one more than the last couple of weekends, actually. This fight last night, shit, man. That entire card was nice.
That was a good
the
fight.
Entire card.
Did we get like all knockouts on the card? Like,
Well, the last
I
one
mean,
was
aside from the
decision.
last one,
Yeah.
was the decision.
That was a good card.
First fight was a first round KO. Second fight was a fourth round KO with Hurd. Hurd fought third. Who was the second fight?
Was it the black dude? Yeah.
It was Mills fought first.
Was it the dude who fought
Ortiz?
Luis Ortiz.
Yeah.
And he got a stoppage in the 10th round. And then Hurd stopped Nelson in the 4th round by a body shot. And that final match of Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury. I don't even know how we start with this one.
I think Shatik started off. I forgot. Your ass was asleep, right?
No, I saw it. Yeah, nigga was sticking and moving. Shit, in and out. Jab. Yeah, we stupid. The fight, jam, draw. I was knocked the fuck out, but then he knocked him out like with the 12th round. I woke up, I thought somebody was dying. I was like, what's going on? Where am
We was
I?
hyping that bitch, man.
Yeah,
We was super lit. That I think it was the 9th round where he got the initial knockdown, where he clipped him behind the right ear, and it dropped him for a quick second, but he was right back up in that round. But in that 12th round, when he got knocked down, all of us thought he was asleep. We thought that last, I think it was a left hook that he connected with Wilder on Tyson Fury. I thought he knocked that man's soul from his chest because he was out cold. And
I still got the ref down.
Yeah, the ref definitely.
The ref stopped counting.
He called that because I wasn't paying any attention to the ref until after the fight was over. Darius had called it, and I started paying attention to what was going on.
Yeah.
It seemed like when Wilder got that last knockdown, the ref did his initial 1 count, but to get to 2, it seemed like it took this man forever.
Another 4 seconds.
It looked like
to
he
get to.
walked. He counted 1.
Yeah.
Then he walked over to Fury.
Stop. Turned around.
Kind of pause.
Yeah, kind of
This
paused,
man
and then
too.
continued his count. And I was thinking to myself, there's no way he's going to get up in time because he was flat out.
Yeah.
Usually when that happens, the man doesn't even get up. Mm-hmm. But somehow Fury made it back to his feet, and it looked like the ref was kind of like
Aiding him.
yeah, like he said,
Betting.
Amen.
walk this nigga up out of this.
Nah, he was definitely. I think. Do you think that the refs have pressure of like the scrutiny they would get if they like stop it? You know, like.
Well,
I don't think
No, you got
in that case, it wouldn't be him stopping the fight.
Right.
If you're knocked down
You gotta count.
and you're getting a 10 count, all the ref has to do is literally count 1 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000 until he gets to 10. In that case, like Maurice is saying, it looked as if after his first initial count, he gave him a couple of seconds before counting to 2. And I don't know exactly what happened there, but I guess when Tyson did come to his senses and start to, get to his feet, the refs are allowed to ask the fighter, "Are you able to continue?"
Right.
And then he asked Tyson to walk over there, and I guess that is used as like a test just to see if they've
If they
regained
understand
their
the
balance.
coherence.
Yeah. So Tyson walked just a couple of feet away from the ref. Rubbed his gloves on his chest or whatever, and allowed them to continue after that. But it did look like,
And that is
from the
even
replay,
just like he had every right to let him continue from that point. It's
absolutely,
just that
absolutely, yeah.
the 10 count
The 10
should
count,
have
yeah.
came a lot sooner, in
Yeah.
my opinion.
Right.
And a lot of people, I was checking comments everywhere. Like the consensus is Fury won the fight, which I'm not even mad
That's
at.
definitely a popular opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just felt like, based on
Hold on. I feel like if it was reversed though, if Deontay outboxed him, but the white dude got 2 knockdowns,
Tyson.
people would be like, no, he would want to fight. 2 knockdowns, 2 knockdowns. Like I don't care. Like if
that's
you get,
my point.
yeah.
Because
If you get outboxed, I don't know. I mean, I get it, like points and shit, but I think it's just because he white.
I think
Low-key.
people just have this idea of what the rules are supposed to be.
Yeah, how
in
boxing supposed to
boxing.
look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I also feel like you can't just base a boxing match on one set of rules.
Yeah.
It's okay to look at an overall fight
Right.
and determine who the winner was
Yeah.
based on
Like-
how much damage was done
Exactly.
versus how much damage was received.
Yeah.
And I don't feel that Fury caused anywhere near as much damage to Wilder as Wilder did on Fury. So
Yeah,
in
facts.
that sense, Wilder clearly won that fight. You can't
Right.
just tally it on points all the time.
Yeah.
And a lot of people were bringing up Mayweather.
What he said.
Yeah, no, not what he said, but based on his past fights, that he should have a couple of L's if we're basing it on.
Oh, okay, off of damage.
Yeah,
Okay.
because he's been knocked down and still won fights and shit like that. But I don't think you can use it in Mayweather's case because his one knockdown that he had against, who was it? Was it Mosley?
Zab?
Mosley should
Yeah.
Didn't Zab knock him down too?
Zab might have knocked him down too. But even with that, he still caused significant more damage
Right.
in the fight. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's fine to give it a draw because like a lot of people are saying that he won on points. That's fair. A lot of people are saying Wilder won in damage, and that's fair. So I wasn't mad at the decision at all.
I'm excited for the rematch because I feel like
Yeah.
Deontay knows exactly what he did wrong. I think he may have underestimated Fury's defense. That I think he knew that he'd have good defense, but it's just that right was not hidden at all.
yeah.
So I think once you're set to something, it's so hard to get out of that really, and to make a complete different game plan while you're actually fighting. So I think he just stuck to that. But I
In
think
that
the
case, I
rematch
can't
will be
even
crazy.
necessarily blame Wilder for being stuck in his ways because that's up to his trainers to let him know that
true.
what you're doing is not effective right now. You're launching that right missile every
That
chance
right
you
missile.
get. and
Is he
it's
like
just not landing?
I mean, I'm not too into boxing,
Yeah.
but is he like a boxer or is he a brawler?
He's a brawler.
That's what I
Yeah,
mean.
yeah, he-
So,
Tyson-
like,
Tyson's
out.
the boxer of the two. Yeah,
Right.
so he's going
So,
to
yeah.
he's going to be the one to stick and move,
Right.
throw his jab out there every chance he gets,
Yeah.
which is
Very
what
good
he
job.
did last
Yeah.
night. He threw that jab very effectively against Wilder. However, if we're looking at the amount of damage done in the fight, Wilder definitely landed the harder punches of the two a lot more frequently than Tyson did. And he, of course, had the 2 knockdowns. Visually, however, which is also a factor in this. Visually, if you look at the two fighters, you say that more damage was done to Tyson. However, it would look as if more was done to Wilder because of that left eye that got swollen from all of those jabs that he was taking.
Shit, Fury nose started bleeding too.
Fury's nose was bleeding. He had a nice
yeah.
little red mark. Yeah, his face was definitely bruised up as well. But as far as swelling is concerned, Wilder had the swelling to go with, you know, that factor of it. But I think, like I said, the popular opinion would be that Tyson won off of points per round. However, I wasn't mad at the draw either.
I was ecstatic. I was so happy, nigga.
Excited to see this rematch. Yeah,
because it was close no matter how you cut it.
It was close. It was very close.
Yeah, those two knockouts saved Wilder.
Definitely, because that takes another point away from Tyson Fury in those 2 rounds. So that definitely brought it brought it closer than what it would have been if he never gotten those 2 knockdowns. If he didn't get those 2 knockdowns, then Tyson is definitely winning this fight. But yeah, those 2 knockdowns definitely helped him. That one in the 12th round, though, he pulled that out of his ass at the perfect time.
And it's good that Wilder seen like how he did after the fight, because he said like I was just throwing all power punching. It's like and it's like we all we all can tell that he just like concentrated on knocking him out.
I don't get how niggas can't see that during the fight though.
Yeah, exactly.
He did see it. He said it himself that he saw that he wasn't patient with his right hand, and that he was just
but he kept doing it the whole fight.
Yeah.
Because he was stuck in his ways.
But it's hard to.
He said he did not know how to lock.
Adjusting is when they show you that they know your cards is like. Yeah, it's just hard. You know what the fuck?
It's like, what do I do now?
Yeah. So that's why.
Especially on that stage, because that's the toughest fight he's ever been in in his career.
And I gotta have longer reach and taller.
Because the greats adjust. Like you can adjust mid fight. John Jones adjusts.
When some shit work, you know.
John Jones, but you have to, because the fight is dynamic. Like it's not gonna like sometimes your game plan work, but you have to know. Like even if your corner tells you like, all right, I gotta do this, you know.
But you have to figure something out for this rematch. Yeah. I think Tyson rematch.
I just hate when motherfuckers is like throwing like, bro, you're not hitting him. Stop throwing that punch.
Yeah.
But I was asleep, so
it was very frustrating watching the fight, seeing that he did miss that right hand so often because and not necessarily that he was missing it so often, that he was missing it the exact same way over and over again. Like Tyson did the exact same weave every single time.
Right.
Every single time. Every single time that right hand came. And it's almost like he didn't even have to telegraph the punch. Tyson just knew it was coming right now and just
came out with the left jab.
With the jab.
Left jab.
Out of the way. It was crazy. It was definitely tough to watch that over and over again. But like I said, I do feel like Wilder did deliver far more damage with those power punches to the body. He got to his body more than what I thought. I thought Tyson would damage Wilder to the body because I went back and watched all of their knockouts. Before this fight, I watched all 39 knockouts of Wilder's and all 19 knockouts of Fury's. Fury had, I think, probably 5 or 6 of his knockouts by body shots, just ripping them to the ribs. And I figured that would be a game plan going up against a smaller guy who was, I think it was 44 pounds lighter than you. I would imagine you're going to try and get to his body to, you know, slow him down and wear him out. But he didn't really throw many. Really? You're reaching.
Yeah, what do you say?
Yeah, I heard it.
He's reaching. Anyway, I thought he would have implemented some more body shots in there, but he just stuck with his jab the entire fight. And
so if y'all paid for that, would y'all have been okay? I think that would have been a.
Yes, I was definitely.
As long as he didn't lose, it's like lose a damn belt.
Yeah,
and technically I did pay, so
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So definitely did.
I got a nice nap in, so
I
appreciate that fight. Yeah.
What do y'all feel about the 12th round knockdown? Like, do y'all feel like why does it take so long to get that knockdown? Because the way I was looking at it was we got the knockdown in the 9th round, And I was still thinking to myself by the time the 12th round came that he still needs a knockout.
Yeah, to win the fight.
Yeah, to win this fight, he needs a knockout. And it's like, as soon as I thought that, is when he clipped him.
Yeah.
Do y'all think it's ever a situation where these guys know what they have to do and
Just can't.
because I feel like after that first knockdown in the 9th, he still knows he's behind on the cards. Why not risk it all sooner than wait all the way to the 12th to risk it all? Because the 12th round knockdown, I always look at that as motherfuckers just throwing their balls to the wall and they're just swinging for it. Like going for the fences. Why not do that earlier? Because in this case, it was a chance, even with that 12th round knockdown, that he could have lost the fight.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Why not go for it sooner, like in the 10th or the 11th, where you still got that 12th round to fall back on?
Yeah.
I don't know how y'all
To
feel
me,
about that.
when I saw it in the 9th round after he got the knockdown, he pressured him to the point where he was on the cusp of gassing himself out. He got right there to the cusp of gassing out.
Stop saying
and-
cuss, bro.
Y'all niggas.
Y'all got
killing
something,
me,
bro,
man.
every
Like,
time Keith say something,
Every time I say something, these niggas start giggling and shit. I'm not even getting a fucking thought out without these niggas.
I feel like it's a white.
Anyway,
You're just so smart.
so,
This is so smart.
anyway, cusp. That makes me smart because I know the word
That's
cusp.
how you pronounce it, make you smart, nigga. I would say cuss. He was on the cuss.
It's on the cusp. I don't know. When I think of
All right.
cusp, I think of penis.
What? You're a child.
I don't know.
You're
That
it has nothing to do now.
I
Is
don't know.
that
Anyway,
that region?
You're gonna tank our fucking show.
this is going
Grow the
far
fuck
left
up,
right now.
man.
Anyway, so after he got the knockdown in the 9th round, and we can wrap this up after this. After he got the knockdown in the 9th round, I felt like he pressured him to the point where he knew he would gas himself out if he went any further.
Yeah.
So he kind of let off the gas a little bit and finished that round out. In the 10th round, that's when Tyson took over. Just jabbed him to death in that 10th round. So he couldn't do much as far as going for the knockout in that round just because he was getting too much pressure upon himself. So in the 11th round, I felt like that was his opportunity to
Turn
go
it up.
for it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he waited until that 12th round to try and take him
I
out.
feel like.
I feel like that.
Let me say I go first. I feel like just going into the fight, I feel like Fury feels like he already is at a disadvantage, and I feel like Deontay probably thinks he's already at an advantage. So I think that changes. I feel like Deontay, to us, looked like, all right, he's so much down.
You gotta explain
But-
that. Why do you feel like Tyson felt like he was at
Well,
a
I mean, they're
disadvantage?
both champions in their own right, but Fury coming back and Deontay being like the new dude, been knocking everyone out, that he probably feels he's at a disadvantage as far as like,
I can
I feel
tell
like
you
there's
how he didn't feel that way.
I feel like there's politics and, you know, like probably the
What they gotta do with Reese question?
judges. Well, I'm saying like that's why I don't think he had that urgency. Like I have to knock him out right now. I feel like he feels like he may already have an advantage in general. Like they're going to side more with him. Like if it's close, and he probably thought a lot of the rounds were closer. That he probably thought that they just will
I see what
go
you're
his
saying.
side. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think a lot of fighters in boxing and UFC are just scary. Like, just fucking go fight. Like, I don't want my fight to last long. Like, either I'm knocking you out or I'm getting knocked out. If I was a fighter and, like, this is my job, like, I'm going balls to the wall from the first bell to, like, every fucking round. Like, I'm not
And that's
about
not
to
to say
think.
Deontay didn't do that. Deontay was trying to get him out of there every single round.
But you risk
But he
getting
was
knocked
playing
out
weak
too.
ass hand, that right
When
hand.
you go in and you try to knock someone out, you risk getting knocked out too.
I get knocked
And
out,
mean,
nigga.
it's
like-
easy to.
No,
like,
I'm not having like no feeling, nigga. We about to throw, like we about to
but-
soldier boy, like I'm leaning, throwing, like knock me out, nigga. Like, but that's how.
But see, that, I mean, it's easier to say.
I probably wouldn't have a long UFC or boxing career.
You knock the fuck out.
Well, speaking of UFC, this is the month of John Jones return.
This is. It is. When is that?
The
Very end of the
21st.
month.
Yeah, the 21st. And I recently just watched an interview on Swing in the Morning, and how he was talking about his first match against Augustus.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm like kind of scared now, man, because that fight right there was like his challenge.
That was the hardest fight.
And now he's back. I might have that gut feeling like, damn, man, this is gonna be a scary fight for him now. I mean, for me, to watch, it's gonna be.
I looked at it that way with last night's fight, with Fury being away for so long. He came back and got 2 tune-up fights before fighting Deontay, and he showed his ass in that fight last night. In John Jones's case, he's been away for a few years now with no tune-up fights against the person who arguably gave him his most difficult challenge to date. That's a scary matchup.
Yeah.
Either way you cut it. Even with John Jones possessing the abilities that he does, it's still going to be a very, very tough fight to win in John's case because he's been away for so long.
Let's get predictions with starting release.
Oh shit! I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah. Throw it on you.
I think because John Jones, I think he still has the same IQ that he did prior to leaving. As far as MMA goes, I think he's going to find a way to win. I don't think he's going to stop Alex. I think he's going to go the distance.
Yeah, I feel the same way.
25 minutes.
Yeah. And I think like the fights I've seen by John Jones, like I never seen a cut like on his face until he fought Dustin the first time.
He messed John up.
Yeah.
It's
Defense.
How you say it going, right?
I got John losing.
Kind of figured
How
as much.
and when?
don't say knockout, nigga.
I got him losing all 5 rounds to Crack.
I knew it was coming. It was still funny.
Right.
Unanimous
He
decision.
set it up perfectly
Yeah.
because I knew exactly what he
Unanimous
was saying.
decision.
It's crazy.
Look at his head and the Crack. They're like,
Crack! I'm gonna go with the bold prediction. I guess it's not really that bold. I guess it's on the fight. John Jones, second round knockout.
Wow. I'm going 4th round TKO.
There you go.
I think it's gonna be a very, very back and forth fight to me, and I think John will find a way in that 4th round.
Yeah.
See, I think just because John didn't get no tune-up fight and he's been
John
out
Jones
since
something.
like what, how many years? A year, 2 years?
2 years.
2 years, yeah.
And a knockout.
Yeah.
TKO.
John's
Knock
that
a
good.
nigga out.
John's that good.
John said,
I see the
if
first
there's
round-
anybody who can come back off a 2-year layoff and get a stoppage, why not John Jones?
But we seen it how the first fight go.
You know, I'll change mine to third round.
3rd round?
So I see the first round, they're gonna fill each other out. I think that's gonna happen. Second, they just gonna go all out.
Yeah.
And they're both gonna be just dead. And third round, John Jones gonna do what he do and finish the fight.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go third
I
round.
feel like too.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Did we talk about DC want to fight Brock and John Jones as his last fight? Oh, well,
Yeah,
Brock
We
is
talked
his last
about
fight.
I think we talked about it.
I'm trying to talk about that nigga.
Yeah, let me see. Oh, I guess I don't have either.
All right, Daredevil.
Damn.
Damn, D.
Sticking with the hands. Sticking with the hands.
Dude.
Let's start off. How you feel about Daredevil getting
Man,
canceled?
when I posted it, or who posted that?
I did.
You posted it. I knew it was coming because it made sense with the Disney streaming service coming out that I thought they were going to just bring back all those shows on the Disney thing. But then I saw something on IGN, which I hate IGN. I shouldn't have read it. And they were saying that like it's a good chance they might not bring them shows back because it's not going to fit into like their family, which makes sense.
Yeah.
Because Daredevil, like they be fucking and
not
killing
family
people.
friendly.
Yeah, it's not family. It's mature as shit. So there's a good chance that Daredevil is done. And they were saying Netflix owns the rights to those 3 seasons. They were like, why would Disney start from, they can't watch the episodes on Disney. They were just, so that shit probably done, man. That hurts.
Yeah, and I was just talking to Reese about it too. Like, if they cancel all these shows, they gonna cancel Punisher.
Well, yeah.
And then
all the
and
Marvel
then,
stuff.
Yeah, and then they saying Jessica Jones is making a season 3, and
That's gonna get canceled right
Yeah,
there.
After they're done with their contract, it's pretty much done. I just care about that Daredevil. That hurts, dude.
See, I thought they canceled Iron Fist and Luke Cage because it was like a fucking bad show and just moved off of Netflix. But
I knew Netflix, they were just like, all right, y'all about to do y'all shit next year, so we don't want to keep doing these shows, which makes sense. But I thought Disney's gonna pick them up. But now that I didn't know it was gonna be like a family. I mean, I knew it was because it's Disney, but I didn't think they was gonna give it. That's just so much money and like so much. Like that's a great show, and they're just like, nah, it's not gonna fit in our thing. I hate Disney.
I was just thinking about that.
I fucking hate Disney.
Speaking of Disney, there.
What?
You going to see that new Lion King?
No.
Damn.
We in that bitch.
I'm super in that bitch, and I ain't bringing out.
But why?
I get like
why do y'all
it's
see
weird
it?
going to see a movie that I've already seen.
right, I mean, it's the
10
same
times.
movie. I mean,
But-
it's real.
I don't know. It's just like it's like
But
buying.
it's not nostalgic if it's like a remake that looks completely different from the other one. Like that's not
Well,
nostalgic.
I think the story is the nostalgic part of it,
Exactly.
not just the
How you feel? Too?
animation. I mean,
That
it's still animation,
story,
but the story.
You gotta look at it this way, T. As a child,
Oh, I love Lion King. I think that's my Aladdin and Lion King
what I
are
was
tied
gonna
for like my
say,
favorite.
the story of Lion
They
King.
put out a new Aladdin too.
Yeah,
happy
they are.
about that.
Yeah, I'm not happy about that.
I'm not happy about it.
The story of Lion King, though, is so powerful and has inspired so many adults from our childhood that the remake of it is just going to be that much special for us because we get to look back on, you know, what essentially molded us into the individuals that we are today. Lion King was a super dope. It's arguably the best Disney film ever created.
Very true.
Very, very true.
Like it was that powerful of a movie, and I think
And
the
it's
remake
like
of it.
it's like people our age, we're not even afraid to admit
At
that
all.
about
No.
Lion King. Like
At all.
we love fucking
But
Lion
that's
King.
why-
We
that's
love
why it's
Toy
weird.
Story. We love all that
I love
shit.
Toy Story.
Yeah.
But that's why it's weird to me
Toy
because
Story.
I didn't like before y'all heard it. Did y'all want to see a new Lion King or
Like,
a remake?
I
of
wasn't
it?
I
gonna
wouldn't
see-
be mad at it.
They
if
be
they
doing a
said it.
play.
wouldn't
They be
matter.
doing like a play, but I wouldn't want to see a
The
play,
play looks weird too.
but like a live action play. But
I like plays.
I mean, I think it's cool. I saw Jungle Book. I like these.
I think.
So were you fine with The Incredibles 2 coming back?
Yeah.
So you're fine as long as it stays in its original element.
And not
Pretty much, I don't like the look of the new. Like, I don't like that. It doesn't. I don't like it. Like, I don't want to see a realistic lion singing songs. I don't want to see it. I just don't want to see it. Like,
Because
it's just
it
weird
looks-
to me.
It looks better.
It don't look better. Lion King works because it's fictional. Like, it's
still
not
fictional.
real. So how do you take something that's not
It's
even
still not
realistic
real.
and make it try? Like, I don't understand the point of trying to make it look realistic. And it just don't make sense.
Maurice gave
Please
you
get
the
this
perfect
nigga, man.
example last night that every single comic book you've ever read started as a cartoon.
Yeah, but that's
in a
different.
book.
How's that different?
They've
Because
translated
it's-
onto a screen
With a
in
real person.
real
But a
life.
comic book is
Daredevil.
based off of like a comic
Fiction.
book. Yeah, but I'm not. But a comic book is based on like it's people. It's people doing stuff. But Lion King was animated and drawn because are they gonna make like a lion like Simba's walking and dancing and shit? Like they gonna make a really lion like oh yeah I'm eating bugs.
Cool
It's gonna look
enough
weird. It's gonna be weird.
It's gonna look weird.
It's gonna look weird as shit.
So would you-
Warthogs are ugly. Puma was like cute because he
Okay.
was drawn and hand drawn. It was like colorful. They have a big ass ugly warthog fucking around with a little Timon or whoever, Timon and Pumbaa. It's gonna be weird. I don't want
Would
to
you watch a movie with the same like real like animation,
Like
but
with
it's just
hand
like-
drawn and shit?
No, the same type of animation, very realistic, but just like a new movie. Like, would you watch that?
Lion King 3, but it's
It
like
doesn't have to be Lion King. It needs to be a brand new movie. Like, is the realism like you wouldn't watch another movie with the same realism, a new Disney movie that's just brand new. So is it like how it actually looks?
How did you feel about
I don't understand
Avatar?
the question.
His question makes perfect sense. You're just not following it.
I'm not following.
How did you feel about Avatar?
I didn't like the movie personally. I don't have a problem. Well, y'all do.
Why did you
I
like the
don't.
movie?
What? Why
Why
didn't I like Avatar?
Was how it looked? Part of it?
No, that wasn't.
Alright, well,
Like that's. But that's not. It's because it's Lion King. I'm not saying the technology is dumb. Like I know that CG exists, but the Disney movies, like, part of their charm and love is because they're hand drawn. Like, that's what they are. Like,
okay, so with that being said, us as children, we took those hand-drawn characters and fell in love with them. Right. Today's youth is completely different than our generation. Whereas we saw the cartoon and fell in love with them, today's children, they like realism. Like,
no.
Think about it.
Justin and I got that movie, and he's like, "Rah!" He's like, what the fuck? This is a real lion.
Think about it.
I get what you're saying. I get both y'all.
I get what he's saying too, but think about it. As children, we love to go outside and play games and, you know, make things up in our imagination, play make-believe games and shit like that. Children nowadays, all they want to do is play video games. They only want to see realism shit in video games.
That's true. But
in this movie, the youth of today are going to be more drawn to that type of character rather than a cartoon character that we've, you know, grown to love. So I think
it's better. It's not gonna be like now. There's gonna be like guts like falling. It's not gonna be crazy. It's not gonna be like animation.
I know it's not gonna be that, but I think y'all are underestimating like how it's gonna look. Like I really do. Like I think
the preview showed a very visually,
but they don't
like,
show. They're just showing like this, but it's gonna be weird. It's weird. I don't like it. Like it's very.
I definitely get what you're saying. It's like
it's like I don't.
There's nostalgia to just
photorealism and Disney. I don't think it works. It doesn't go together for me. Like I don't like it. Like the new Aladdin movie. I'm not gonna. I don't really want to see it now. That even
Dumbo movie,
but
that looks creepy as fuck.
I haven't even seen Dumbo, but Aladdin even works a little more because it's still people. So like I could buy you being a live action Aladdin because it's Aladdin. Like Apu is gonna look weird because it's gonna be like it's gonna be a little weird fake monkey running around, but it's still real. You know, it's still people. Like Aladdin is a hand drawn person. It's not a lion. And now I'm doing like a photorealistic lion. I don't know.
I'm just gonna see it just to check it out, man.
I think like a realistic.
I think we should
animated.
No, it's like Cinderella. Like they're doing live action Cinderella and all those things like that. That works better than
just come with us. Go see it. Just come with us. It won't hurt. God, dude,
I don't want to.
You might like it. You might love it.
I don't want to pay.
I don't know. It's just gonna be weird. That's just me though.
Still on TV shows. Have y'all seen?
Aries is real.
They taking over.
No, I like it. I love it. What's going on, dude?
No, it's a TV show called DC Titans.
No, I haven't watched it because I don't want to pay for the DC service. But I heard it's pretty good. Man.
It's pretty good. I mean, they.
So Netflix?
No, it's not on Netflix.
No, it's on DC's like they on streaming service.
Yeah.
They got their own show.
But it's a cool show. Cyborg in it. I'm not Cyborg. Cyborg's not in it.
Cyborg not.
Yeah.
Beast or Team?
Everybody except Cyborg.
Everyone
Beast
except
Boy.
Cyborg is in it because Cyborg is in the movie.
Yeah. Oh.
Speaking of that, did you guys? Did anyone see the Justice League? Justice League.
Justice League.
Get the dick out your mouth.
League movie. Did anyone see that movie?
Yeah.
I never seen the movie. Was it good?
No, it was horrible.
Okay, because I wanted to see it, but I never did. And now they got this Aquaman movie coming out, and I'm like,
that's gonna be
it's not gonna be good either.
It's gonna be even worse.
Okay, I'm not gonna see it.
DC, they just haven't gotten their act together with the film.
Oh yeah, like Batman.
No, Batman is whack too.
I think he's talking about Dark Knight.
Yeah, like
The Dark Knight movies.
Yeah, the ones without Ben.
Yeah.
Ben Affleck.
Come on, Keys. Come on, Keys.
come on, Chris.
Don't go there. Please don't go there, Keys. Defend
Batman.
The Dark Knight.
Dark Knight was.
Tell me why I would want to go see that movie.
His villains. He has the best villains. Hands down.
Joker, Bane.
Joker's one.
Bane was dope.
Bane was dope.
Bane was cold. Really?
Are you saying Batman?
I'm talking about the movie.
Batman.
As a whole.
The movie?
The movie as a whole.
The movies are really good.
Tell me why the movies are good. Now tell me why the villains are good.
There's a very dark undertone.
Yeah.
There's way more like context. I don't know. You just get way more other than just action.
Yeah.
In comparison to like an Avengers or like a Spider-Man.
Yeah, like they brought I guess they weren't the first one because Daredevil was pretty grounded, but they made it like grounded. Now I don't think you could do that for a long run because I think they tried to do that with like Man of Steel and it didn't work. But Batman, it worked because Batman don't got powers and he's like just a guy and it just works like how more slow and realistic and grounded it is. It's not like crazy people flying. Like none of his villains had powers. Like it was all like human choice and
This is
like
more
morals
real,
and shit.
right?
Yeah, so it was
More
like
real.
the story sucked you in. Like Joker wanted them. He wanted the boat full of prisoners to blow up the civilians, and they both had bombs. Like that's just dope. I'm like, fuck, are they gonna do
You're
it?
not getting shit like that with like Spider-Man.
You're not getting shit with like Spider-Man. Even though Spider-Man's super tight though. The new Homecoming.
Yeah, but it's definitely way more corner.
But
than,
now
like,
DC, like they tried to do that with Man of Steel, but that didn't work because that movie so much. Superman is Superman. He got power. He can fly. Like his dad's about to die in a tornado, and his dad's like, "No, people gonna know you're Superman." Like, nigga, I can run faster than they can probably see what's going on. And it's a tornado, so I'm doubt people not really looking. Like, I'm gonna save my dad. I'm about to let my dad die. So people won't know I'm Superman, which in a few years I'm going to come out and be Superman. Yeah, it's just dumb stuff like that. And then like the whole movie was pretty much grounded, but then when General Zod came, them motherfuckers like fighting like Saiyans and destroying a city. And it's just dumb. Like shit like that don't work.
Very good assessment.
Which sucks because like I feel like Superman movies should be like way better.
They just have to,
They gotta get it right.
Superman's kind of like he's too good. Yeah, it's like he's born.
He got every power.
Like,
he literally got every.
Like Batman getting his ass whooped, and like that makes for a like interesting story because Bane broke that nigga back.
I think it was Dark Knight. Is Dark Knight with Bane?
Dark Knight Rises is with Bane.
Yeah,
the Dark Knight is Joker.
And there's like which one is when Batman's working with that cop?
Dark Knight Rises.
Dark Knight, yeah. I feel like he was getting his ass beat the whole like movie, and like I get it. But like, I just didn't like that part of the movie. Like, he was getting his ass beat. Yeah, like the whole movie he was getting beat.
Well, that comes with the realistic thing, because like, you see his body, he had scar tissue all over his body. Like, he was beat up. Like, you can't sustain it. That's why Alfred was like, you can't do this your whole life. Like, you can only take so much damage. Like, you be fighting.
Even in the video games, Batman couldn't last forever. He had to fucking quit.
Yeah.
So
Batman Begins. Not Batman Begins. Batman Beyond. It was a super dope cartoon. Yeah, like that one kind of fly the radar. It was Batman was old. Like Bruce was old, and he had like this new young kid come be Batman. It was a dope ass show.
Would you guys say Batman is the like coolest superhero that doesn't have powers compared to the other superheroes that don't have powers?
Did Daredevil have powers? The Daredevil show has raised Daredevil up so fucking high.
No, Daredevil doesn't have powers.
Daredevil,
low key got powers, man.
Who else?
He low key got powers.
Like fucking,
he can hear shit from fucking blocks away. He can.
That's not really powers.
That's not powers. That's just like
he can.
What is his powers?
Huh?
Black Panther ain't got powers?
His suit got powers. I mean,
Black Panther don't got. Well, no,
I mean, does the power of like
powers
is having like incredible strength? Is that a It is a power.
Because if Black Panther don't drink that stuff, he's garbage.
But if Daredevil ain't blind, his
other
senses aren't heightened.
That's what I mean. So that's not.
So I guess
power.
it technically is a power.
Well,
if
I get what
super
you're
strength
saying.
is a power, then super hearing, super sight, all that.
But no, because Daredevil didn't like he's a handicap. Like he didn't ask for it. Like I don't know what. Like he just got.
I don't think any superhero asked for the powers. What superhero asked for the powers?
Well, because he's
Except
like,
for evil one.
I think he just got chemicals in his eyes, and like he was blind, and he just chose to like want to be a dope ass fighter. So
That's
he
what
don't have
happen
powers.
with all the superheroes. Some
No,
unfortunate thing happens, and then they just choose to be.
But Black Panther like
No,
gets his powers from something.
I think whatever was in his eyes is what enhanced his other
You
senses.
think so?
Really?
Oh,
I think that's what happened. Yeah.
so he got powers.
So he got powers.
He got powers.
He got powers.
So, all right.
Punisher,
So
the only nigga
who
that got
doesn't have
powers.
a power? Who doesn't have powers?
Punisher ain't got no power.
He's
Punisher
not
ain't
like
got
he's
no
not
power.
he's not a super.
Pull out on a nigga.
He's like the anti. He's like
Yeah, I mean, but I'm talking about someone you could put up with like Batman. Like Punisher's just some nigga that's like crazy.
I don't think
Like
there
who
are
else
any superheroes
that don't have powers?
And I think that's what
That are
kind
good.
of made me grow an appreciation for Batman. Because after years of hating him, I finally understood like he's
hated
doing
Batman?
Yeah, I didn't like Batman growing up, but I saw that he was doing the same thing that these motherfuckers with all these superpowers was doing without any superpowers.
Right.
Like he was getting the job done. So
Yeah, he can go out
I
every
mean, you
night.
gotta respect it. The man puts
Yeah,
his
so
work.
he's the only superhero with no powers. Superhero. I think he's considered a
Relevant one.
superhero.
Only relevant one. I can't think of
Yeah, I
any.
can't think of any other.
I'm sure there's something out there.
Probably so.
Who's your favorite superhero growing up?
Hawk.
Jesus Christ.
I love Hawk. See, what?
Hawk is terrifying.
I know, that's just so
I used to
weird.
have dreams when I was a kid that like it was just me like in the world by myself, and the Hawk was like really far, but he was like come and get me. And like he
That's
was like
terrible.
Even
running
though-
super fast
even
and
though-
jumping, and I had to like find a place to hide.
Even
It was
though
terrifying.
I'm very disappointed in Hawk right now. And Hawk knows why.
Yeah.
He knows why. He fucking knows why.
My favorite growing up was Iron Man.
Oh my
Like, I loved Iron Man.
Thanos
Iron
put
Man
the
was
beats
hard.
on that. He said, nigga,
That's crazy.
sat his ass clean down. The fuck?
I'm still like pissed off that Hawk was not there to put a fucking glove off Thanos' hand, dude.
Hawk got his ass
That's
beat. I can't wait for the new movie.
There's supposed to be a trailer coming out for that.
Really?
Soon, yeah.
I'm
When's it come out?
I'm not getting
The trailer?
a trailer.
No,
The movie comes out in March.
Oh, I cannot wait.
Trailer's coming
That
out
was such
soon.
a
I can't
good
wait.
news.
Come out in March. I thought it was May.
May.
It might be May.
It is May. It
Yeah,
is May. It's
about to
May.
say,
It's
that
like
shit
May.
got
It's like
moved
May 3rd or something.
Is it
like
May
that.
3rd?
Yeah.
Maybe March's old girl movie.
Who's old girl?
Captain Marvel.
Yeah,
Captain Marvel.
Probably.
It-
Never heard of
Yeah.
Captain Marvel before. I've never heard of her
Yeah.
before.
I want to see that because I like her. Bree, I can't remember her last name.
Does she
Larson.
do the same
She's
thing
cute.
Superman do? Like, what's her powers?
I have no idea. I have
She's
no idea about
basically a
Captain
female.
Marvel.
She's basically Superman.
I know she's supposed to be like the strongest person.
Supergirl.
Yeah, super whatever.
The
Her
strongest person.
story. They didn't show anything about her story in the trailer that made me want to go see it.
Yeah, I mean, it's, I don't know.
That's
She is cute. That's what I
know
want
what
to
it's
see.
about. You know,
said-
she's cute.
Yeah, I like Brie Larson a
It's
lot.
not a reason to go see a movie, T, but okay.
Yeah, whatever, nigga.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah, y'all gonna be there watching that weird ass Lion King. I can watch Brie Larson.
Dude, we gonna be having the movie
Like,
like,
when they,
damn.
you know, like
we already see this
when
shit.
I was a kid, I'm gonna go back to Lion King. When I was a kid and they were trying to raise Simba to eat bugs and shit, them bugs look fire because they was fat and juicy and colorful. I was like, damn, I would eat some of them fucking bugs. It's gonna be like live maggots and like just nasty ass bugs. Like it's gonna be weird. Dude. It's not gonna. It doesn't work. It's
Just think about like
Timon was like, I mean, this one he had that plate. I'm like, damn, them bugs do look kind of fire.
but,
See, like you don't want to see it because you think it's gonna be gross. Like
It's gonna look weird. To me.
That it does not work.
the scene when Mufasa dies, that was intense when you were a little kid. So
Yeah.
I can only imagine how intense it's gonna be.
With realistic,
Yeah, it's gonna be realistic. Like that shit's gonna be like.
That shit gonna hit my soul.
I just saw a video of a lion. I think it was a lion.
when he was
Or
fighting the
something.
hyenas.
No, it was at the
Hey.
circus. He was having a seizure.
Damn.
The lion?
The lion was having a seizure, like both arms are just twitching.
Damn.
And the guy who was like with the whip thing, he was just like poking him, trying to wake him up, like real hard, like poking him. And they came with big ass buckets of water, throwing it on the lion just not waking up.
Yeah.
I found myself getting emotional as fuck. Like
Yeah.
that. So I can only imagine what I'm gonna feel seeing him fall from that mountain. Oh my god, man.
Are they
I'm
gonna do
already-
the?
It's gonna be a complete reenactment.
Exactly.
See, just go see with us,
I
man.
don't know, man.
They showed him being raised like
Yeah, that shit's gonna be too
I'm
weird.
just
But, like,
That shit's gonna be so
I
fire.
don't know, man. I'm just so like, I'm so against that.
But I've been seeing this a lot on Twitter. It's a video game called Fortnite, and people are saying it should be getting sued because they're taking a lot of people's dances. The Millie Wop,
The Millie Rock.
The Millie Rock?
The Millie Rock.
the Millie Rock.
Yeah, I think the guy who did the Millie Rock, he just made like a small like little, I don't want to call it doc, but I saw some video about it. I think he's gonna get money and I think he deserves to get paid, but he's not going to because you can't. I don't think you can put out like a copyright on like a dance. Really a small dance like that. So I don't think he'll get no money, but
Probably
they're
can,
definitely
but he probably did.
Yeah.
no. They
There's different loopholes you can
They say you
use.
couldn't. Like you can't. Like you can. If it was longer, maybe, but if it's just that one
It's
move,
like a motion.
yeah, I don't think you can
put a.
put like a copyright type deal on that. But
Yeah. Fortnite's smart too because they don't call it the Millie Rock.
But
So they like niggas.
It's
This
all
is
the dances.
everything.
They're like, fam, this is not the Millie Rock.
damn,
It's the Philly Rock, nigga.
This ain't the floss.
it's a Fortnite rock.
Yeah.
It's a Fort Rock.
Gloss.
Yeah, but we gotta definitely make sure we put in copyrights and shit because they are definitely the whole world is benefiting off of hip hop and black culture.
That's very true.
So we definitely need to make sure our
Is that a hot take or?
We need to let people know that
Or
it's
is
our
that common
shit.
sense? Goofy ass.
Both. I understand where you're coming from.
Hip hop. Yo, T, let's talk about the Meek album.
First, I told y'all before I got sick and we missed the last one. I want to talk about Kanye.
What
I
about
had a big Kanye reveal. And this last one, it's always been like the ghostwriting stuff. It's about ghostwriting. That stuff came out and like I was heartbroken. Like I was
Wait, just recently?
No, not
when it came
when
out.
it came out.
Okay.
Like I think it was Life of Pablo. It started coming out and stuff. And maybe I just didn't look for it. That was gullible. But I was like, nobody.
Ghostwriter for him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kanye gets a ton of ghosts. Like apparently this has been fucking known for forever, and I just didn't want to know.
Mm-hmm.
But that shit hurt me. I was like, there's no way that people write for Ye. And I mean they do. And so then I saw on the Ye album, there's a song called Violent Crimes, and it's about like Kim Kardashian and like what's his daughter North.
Mm-hmm.
It's about his kids and his family and stuff.
North Chicago.
Yeah, Saint and whatever. And it comes to find out that Partisan Fontaine, or however you say his name, wrote that whole damn song.
Wow.
Like Kanye tweeted it. And I guess the Partisan dude was mad because he didn't want people to like really associate the two right now because of Trump shit or something like that. I don't know. But Kanye was like, he wrote the whole song. I changed like 2 lines. I was like,
Wow.
I'm done with Kanye.
Damn.
I'm done with Kanye.
Wow.
So much. Because you can't even write a song about your family. Like I'm not listening to your your music is irrelevant.
So
like it's pointless.
So
It's
you're not
like
gonna listen to this album as
I'm gonna listen to it, but this is what I was gonna say. Kanye West has no classics to me,
Wow.
Wait, what are you talking about?
and he's no longer in my top 5. I gotta
I
find
think
somebody
it's just
else.
a phase that T is going
It's not a phase, dude. That was the
definitely a
last
phase.
straw. Violent Crimes is not even
That
that
was
great.
the first straw.
The Life of Pablo. When I
Where were
first,
there any straws?
it was 2 straws.
last straw.
It was 2 straws. The Life of
Worst
Pablo
straw.
ghostwriting, I kind of got over it because I guess like I guess I was gullible on that fact because people have been writing for Kanye forever, but that was the first straw.
Yeah.
I buried that one. I'm like I'm not gonna even talk about it. Like I don't care.
Right.
But this is the last one. I'm done.
Damn.
I was going to argue with you, but I'm going to just accept it. Because I like this change. So.
Yeah, I mean he's a I don't know. I don't know what he is. What does he do? I don't like that it's so like it's not transparent. Like I don't know what he writes or what he don't like. What is Kanye? Like I felt like
That's what I felt
I was
like, too.
connected with Kanye because I felt like Kid Cudi. Like I know nobody writes for Kid Cudi, and that's why I like Cudi because I feel like I know Cudi personally. I feel like that about Ye. Like each album was different Ye's and all that stuff, but I don't know what this nigga writing. Like if you can't write and rap, I think writing is a big deal.
Yeah.
Because they supposed to be your words
Right.
with certain people.
Whatever Pusha T is right. Pusha T did say
I mean, that's-
writing for.
Pusha T's a dope rap, but it's not Kanye's words. Like it's somebody else. Like you just rapping. It's like you reciting somebody else's. No, and you can't write a song about your family, your wife, and your daughter. Like
I never said that point, but I'm gonna play devil's advocate.
okay, yeah, I want to be change my mind, please.
I want to be the biggest fan.
Kanye, I don't want to do this.
So you said that due to him not writing all of his own material,
Yeah.
he no longer has any classics.
I gotta take the classics away.
Now, I believe you've been vocal on this very podcast that Drake has classics. Or at least one.
This one, I'm probably Scorpion.
Now,
Only one?
Only one.
even prior to
was-
Scorpion coming out, it was already made
Take Drake
publicly
Ghostwriting.
aware that he has ghostwriters.
Oh, that ain't nothing. I take Drake classic too, nigga. Scorpion still came out a month ago. I take his shit real quick.
Damn.
Yeah.
My theory.
So when you say you taking all classes away, you taking his first 2 albums away?
I just don't know what he wrote.
Because he
I know he had writers.
I gotta
College.
believe that he wrote his own shit.
Yeah,
for
like
him.
No, because I think it said
album.
I think it said like his first and second album he did all freestyle. At least the first album he did freestyle.
He probably
I
started
never heard
using
that.
writers around like graduation.
I ain't never heard that, D. But I don't
What's
know. What was the nigga that used to be Consequence?
I think he helped him with
All them
graduation.
niggas, like a lot of them people saying they been writing for Ye. And I always shrugged that off because Ye never said nothing about it. And I was like, they lying. Like, they
They're
just
just too
salty.
busy now.
But I don't
But
know.
yeah, think about it. Rappers don't even go by those same rules of like
Some rappers.
because they don't even. You see, whenever they're even called rappers, they're like, "No, I'm not a rapper. I'm this or I'm an artist." Like, I feel like just rapper has a bad stigma over it, so they don't like to just be just rappers or just singers. Really, just anything.
Yeah. I don't know.
So they don't play by the
right.
rules.
Like, that's
They
just
look
me.
like it. They look at it like, yeah, I'm a rapper, but I'm competing with these huge like pop stars, you know, and their numbers, you know, Beyonce's.
Yeah,
and
I do think Kanye, like, and that's why Drake doesn't really bother me too much because Drake kind of came out, like, Drake's never been a rapper to me. Like, he's always just been, like, some little cute light-skinned dude that wants to act like a rapper. And then, like, he's a pop star. Like, he's huge. So, like, him doing this kind of like, I know Beyonce don't write a lot of her stuff, but she's the talent.
Wait,
like,
you
you know,
said Drake's a pop star.
Yeah.
So does that change if you care about if he has writers or not?
Drake's?
Would you say Kanye West is a pop star? Or would you say he's a rapper?
Yeah, but Kanye's like beginnings are what it does for. Like it does it for me because like his beginning, like Kanye came up as a producer. He was like, I'm a rapper though. Like I want to be a rapper, and people were like, no, you're a producer, nigga. Like stick to that. And he was always like, I want to do this. So like, what have you been writing? Like like it's kind of hard. I just don't know where to draw the line and what he's been writing and what. Like you're not a rapper, nigga. If you're not writing your own stuff. Like you not the talent. Like Beyonce, people bring their songs to Beyonce because she's
So
the vocalist.
But if Kanye was a producer and they were like, no, you need to stick to your lane and not try to rap, and he's like fighting it, like, no, I want to be a rapper too.
Like I'm that good.
Yeah, like so
And then you get writers.
and then
It's
you get writers like, no, that's lame. But Drake is huge. So like if Drake needs a writer, who cares? I don't care.
Well, I mean, I was about to say that I learned to start respecting, the ghostwriting because the verse I heard off Meek's album, Cardi B, she had a nice verse and she don't write her shit, but how she,
Does she not write all her stuff?
she
I don't think she
writes
writes.
that
She
right.
she doesn't
She don't write a word.
Maybe her album.
So like when she raps it, she
I
kills
like
it.
Cardi
Yeah,
flow,
she kills
man.
it.
Like
Yeah, her
Cardi's
flow is cold.
Cardi's flow
She
is
kills
nice,
it.
but she don't write.
But I don't know.
It's just tough
That much
for me.
into
It's tough. I think maybe I don't want to sound sexist. Cardi's a lady though, or a woman, so I don't know. I'll give her a pass.
that. We ain't gonna take nothing from you know.
I ain't gonna take nothing from her.
Yeah.
Like, she used to strip, whatever. I don't care because her flow is nice. But if you a nigga and your profession is supposed to be rapper, I want you to write your own stuff. That's just.
Yeah,
I feel like it's weird.
I'm sticking to the old school. I don't like the like.
I can respect it.
Yeah, like I get it. You know what even threw me off a little bit? Well, I saw Straight Outta Compton. I didn't know Dr. Dre was just like or Eazy did was just read.
didn't write any
Yeah,
of
didn't
that
write none of that
shit.
stuff. Like I didn't
I
know that. I
still
was
drive
like,
for all of them.
Yeah.
Not all of them,
No,
but
yeah.
damn near. You know what I'm
But
saying?
and I guess Ghost Rider was big back in the '90s too. Like that shit. Like
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't like it. That's crazy.
Even I think Jay-Z. I think I heard that Jay-Z wrote a lot of things for like.
I thought you were about to say somebody wrote for Jay-Z. I was gonna punch you in the face.
No. I'm saying Jay-Z wrote a lot of shit for like Diddy.
I would
Like
believe
just
that.
little verses, like
Yeah.
they made it sound like the person.
Yeah.
You know. But yeah, or even one of Dr. Dre's like big songs, Jay-Z wrote. One of his
doesn't write a lot of his
Yeah.
things. He's
Yeah.
strictly a producer.
I think Kendrick wrote his shit. Like that's so lame to me. Like you just read.
I get it. Like I said, when you're competing with these big mega pop stars and their numbers,
Yeah.
I think
it's
in Dre's
impossible
defense, though,
to
he never wanted to be the huge
Right,
rapper.
right.
as
So who
Kanye
cares? Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
Dre just put out his albums just,
Yeah. He was just doing that.
after he finished a project over here with
Yeah.
whoever, he'll put out his shit. That Chronic shit just so happened to be a classic.
Yeah.
And he never was the one to say, I wrote all of this
Right.
shit.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. He's been pretty
everybody-
upfront about it. Yeah.
Right. So I think that's the difference between him and Ye as far as producers trying to rap. Kanye really wanted to be a rapper, but
Yeah.
when he got in here, he didn't do much of his writing.
Yeah.
Had a lot of
Take your ass back
artists.
behind the boards.
Hey, I feel you, T. I feel you. Definitely feel it.
I still think it's just a phase. I think you will start loving Kanye.
That was
It's just a phase.
I've already been feeling like I swear like Life of Pablo is when it came out. I was my world was shattered. I was like, there's no way people write for Ye. There's no way. I think Drake 30 hours. Like 30 hours like
Yeah.
30 hours is my favorite song on the album. Like I just
Drake
love the way that
wrote
song.
it,
Yeah,
nigga.
Drake wrote a
Hey,
lot of that song, and I was
man.
like, I'm gonna give this nigga a pass on this one. I'm gonna just he going through some shit. Maybe it's just an anomaly. Yeah.
So like, do y'all think? Because Drake said he did have like an ending career. Do y'all think Drake was talking about Kanye West getting ghostwriting for?
No, because that came out like Pablo, and people just didn't really care.
Yeah.
But I did. But I just was like, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna talk about this too much. I'm just forget it happened. But that shit.
Yeah, man.
So I gotta find a new.
But
Your favorite
all
rapper?
the big rappers.
Meek Mill.
Meek Mill, yeah, Meek Mill.
Okay, let's talk about it.
Meek Mill.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
For one, championships, album of the year.
I think you can say that too. You can definitely say
This
it.
nigga has listened to the album for 2 days.
I'm sorry. It's a dope ass album, but you cannot say
Oh my god. Yeah, no, I haven't given it that yet. That should be on the next episode though. We should all have our albums of 2018.
Yeah.
Since Yanni probably coming out and fuck Yanni anyway.
Like,
we can
only
do it.
hip hop?
Episode 12 maybe, because we're still 4 weeks out from the end of the year.
What comes out though?
I think our Ross album might be
Something
coming
else
out.
coming out?
I don't think so.
I think our Ross album might be coming out.
Okay.
I don't think he's confirmed it, but just like how it happens, I think.
Junior.
Who has a
You don't
Ross
even
drop?
have a rollout
Yeah,
for
like,
anything.
there's no Ross album.
Does the song like Ross need a rollout?
Typically everybody has
He
something.
needs
A
a
single.
single or
Like I don't even
something.
remember the last Rick Ross single.
Lately, a lot of artists just drop.
Rick
Out of
Ross
nowhere.
Rick Ross is not
I
dropping.
mean, Rick Ross, he's not like. Rick Ross is pretty big to
They
where
don't
I
have
don't
that
think he
luxury.
needs.
Only the huge megastars are able to drop.
This nigga wants us to wait for a Rick Ross album
is
that
on the
not
cusp.
Right.
Rick Ross is on the. I think he has like.
Did you just say on the cusp?
Did he? Yeah, I thought.
No, I said cuss.
Oh,
Yeah. I said Rick Ross is on the cusp of being like, you know. He's a big deal. I don't think he needs a
How did you even catch him saying that? Because I heard it. I was like, he couldn't have just said that.
Yeah, 'cause he invented the word. Yeah, that's why he said it so fucking good.
Jeez. Alright, so throughout the next week, we should get our top hip hop and R&B. Do R&B.
I definitely need to do R&B.
Do R&B.
okay.
Figure it out, T.
I'll figure it out.
We
I'll
need
figure
some
it out.
top R&B albums.
Are we just gonna do one like album of the year for everything?
No, we can do it separately
Like
for
five, top
both
five?
genres. Yeah.
Okay.
Top 5 is cool.
Okay.
So if we all do a top 5,
Top 5.
are we gonna announce like winners based on our top 5s, like whoever got the most points or whatever?
We can do
We
that.
can do that.
Yeah, I like that.
Generate a top 5 from our top 5s. Yeah,
Yeah.
based on points.
And send out awards to the winners.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do different for hip hop and R&B or just albums?
We can't do Genuine or old shit.
Fuck!
Yeah, you're out.
Shit!
The nigga don't listen to anything current.
God damn it!
Like, he don't even listen to new Chief Keef. He loves Chief Keef, but he don't even listen to old Chief Keef.
I'm not listening to you.
Never know. I'm getting into
You just played Chief Keef 2
Yeah,
days
that
ago.
was the newer.
It was new.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay.
Oh, alright.
Oh, alright.
Alright, so back to Meek Mill.
Meek Mill's album.
Well, Tevin had hit my line when I was at work, and he's telling me what Meek was going through, and he said the judge wanted Meek to have her cousin make a song together,
Yeah.
and like if you don't do that, then he's gonna send him to prison. Is that right? He's gonna go to prison.
Not along those exact lines, but pretty much.
So
That was from a while ago.
That was a while back.
that was
Yeah.
a while ago.
She wanted him to work with her cousin on some music.
But I ain't know that he had such like a dirty ass judge, like a black dirty ass judge. Like
Yeah,
that.
no.
Yeah.
If you filed that case, you. She was like in
He
there.
was able to address it on the album. Is that
Yeah.
what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
So you like the album? It's pretty.
Well, I mean, I was about to say that before that came out, it kind of got me excited for what you told me. So
Yeah.
like, I was looking forward to it. So when I
You
heard
thought I was
the
just
album,
saying Meek the new pop for no reason.
pretty much, pretty much.
That's how you
but,
feel? Meek is the new pop?
That's how I feel.
That's how you feel.
Yeah, we gonna get to it though.
We'll get to it right now.
No, I'm gonna let Darius
Yeah,
finish
yeah.
talking. I'm gonna let Darius.
No,
I'm gonna let
no,
Darius talking about his album.
Gary's got
We
it.
hear about it. We're all here.
19 songs great. All songs great.
I like you. What did you say?
All 19 songs was great.
He likes
All 19 songs are great.
All 19 songs.
I didn't like 2 songs on the album, and one is gonna tie into the whole thing. Damn, I need you to relax. That
I'm just
I
saying.
feel a lot of tension right
tight,
there,
nigga.
nigga.
He tight the shoulders.
Yeah, he tight them
He tight the
shoulders.
shoulders.
Go ahead. I'm feeling Deontay's real quick.
What you mean?
So yeah, I really like the album. It was a little less of the conscious, like the street conscious, I guess I'll call it, that I thought it was gonna be. Like it started off like kind of heavy, and then it kind of got into some other shit. I'm just going to 2 songs I didn't like. The one is I didn't like that "Pay You Back" with 21 Savage. And only the song is tight, but I don't like
21 Savage verse.
I don't like the man. I don't like Meek talking about all this reform and trying to get people to stop violence, and then he make a song like that. Like a couple lines or two was alright, but that song is really like I didn't like it. Like it's all about fucking killing people. Pretty much. Yeah, like it didn't. I heard it and I was like, why? They did on the album. Like that was just a weird song. Yeah. So I didn't like that one.
I like it.
I mean, it's not a bad, like, it don't sound bad, but I was just like, this should have been on, like, DC4 or something. Right. Yeah, like, after all this, like, I didn't like that. I didn't like the fit.
I like it.
And then, at first I didn't like the song with LMA. And not because it sounded bad either. It was just a lot of...
Watch your mouth.
It's not even that. It was just a lot of songs about females on there. And I typically like Meek Mill's songs about females, like Dangerous is super tight. I like that song a lot. Like I've been rocking with that one. But I like the 24/7 with LMA. So I would have been cool with him taking off one of the other one. I think it was Almost Slipped or With the Shit. He could
okay, never mind. I was kind of like a little sketchy about that one.
It was just too many of them. I'm like, all right, man. Another one of these, like, just damn, nigga. Like, all right, get it off the album.
Maybe like 18.
Probably could have took off 2 of those. And I would have been cool with 24/7 and Dangerous. I would have been cool with those 2 songs about female. Mm-hmm. But Meek the New Pop, you just gotta listen to them championships, man. His flow, I think, is what I really like about Meek Mill. He don't really like got too many hooks and all that crazy. He just rap like pretty much the entire song. Mm-hmm. And he'll have like a little hook in there. But him knowing now that he's like Pop was always contradicted. Like, you know, he's a contradicted guy. Like he knew that he had power over a lot of stuff, and I'm not saying Meek is like as powerful as Tupac, but I think as far as what we're gonna get from somebody like that knows, like they're in the spotlight because Pac had a lot of legal trouble. Mm-hmm. He had a super deep voice. He went to jail. It was kind of like I think that rape stuff that never really was. It was kind of questionable. They just both have that same like I feel like they're on that same line of destiny. Mm-hmm. Like I feel like if anybody is gonna be close and compared to Pac, and not even just as like the basic thing. I just mean like just in awe. It's Meek Mill. Okay. And I feel like he did a good job with his album. Like he said, he addressed a lot of that, his stuff with his judges. I know Reese liked seeing a black woman almost take my freedom.
That was,
almost made me hate my people.
Powerful,
that shit, that's deep. That's powerful. Like not a lot of rappers can say that and it still, you know, like affect them, you know, or affect so many people. So that's why I don't know. Pac, Meek he got powerful words right now, and I think Pac, that was always his thing. Like he had really powerful words, and I feel the same about my nigga Meek right now. And it's also a fire album.
Fire.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll jump in. I think the album was really dope. I mean, I didn't really have high expectations just because. I knew it was going to be good. I knew it was going to be highly appraised just because he's back from his whole legal issues. And typically when people are bouncing back from something like that, with a lot of fans in your fan base, they're going to support you.
Yeah.
So just about all of his fans went out and supported him on this one. And I think it was just because he put out some very good material. I think Jay-Z's verse on this album was fucking ridiculous. Mm-hmm. I think for the most part, all of his collabs worked. Like you said, he could have taken off a couple of songs that would have made it seem like more of a cohesive project.
Yeah, we're on the same page.
Because I totally agree that the song with 21 Savage, it caught my ear just because it was talking about killing and shit. I was like, that's not the message that you were just sending on shit every song prior.
Right, like I didn't like that.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
It's a hard, like, you know, it's a hard thing to navigate.
It is.
It's hard. That's why, like I said, Tupac had that same thing. Like Tupac was like, yo, we gotta respect women. Then the next song, he like, fuck these bitches.
Bitches.
I'm like, damn, Pop, like, I don't know how to feel. Like,
So that's why I was cool with it.
yeah.
Where I'm not with you is where you said he's the new Pop. I remember you saying those exact same words
He got a good memory.
when Good Kid, Mad City came out. So where is Kendrick in all of this now? Now that Meek is the new Pac, who is Kendrick now?
Damn, did I say that?
Yeah, Pac was on Kendrick,
words. And I followed those words. When I heard it, I was like, he don't really mean that. I started listening to the album, and I kept going back to the album. I was like, damn, Kendrick's the new Pac.
That's funny, because I was just thinking
Kendrick
about
is too
Kendrick.
I think he's on that side of the fence, like, completely.
Because
I think
Kendrick,
Tupac-
he's saying just as deep shit, if not deeper.
Yeah.
He hasn't had the legal troubles
Right.
to follow like the Pac narrative or whatever.
That's funny. I work for FedEx, so I'm by myself all the time. So I just be having conversations, but this exact thing pretty much came up, and I was like, Kendrick is really good. He just, like you said, he doesn't have the. Not even because he doesn't rap about shit that even I think like Meek raps about. Like Kendrick is super conscious. He's always been conscious. I think probably from a young kid he was probably conscious. Mm-hmm. So he doesn't have like I don't think he ever went through like selling drugs or none of that like shit. I think Tupac said he tried to sell drugs and he was terrible at it. Right. And they were like, no, you can't. Like you can't do it anymore. Mm-hmm. So like I think Kendrick not street enough. Kendrick grew up in the streets. It's like us kind of. Yeah. Right. Like I mean we not gangsters. We didn't go down that route, but we're like we know about it. Yeah. And we know about like I know a lot of niggas like, you know, we're around it. Like we grew up in it. Exactly. So I guess Kendrick is as powerful and as like I mean he's a better rapper than me too, obviously. But he just doesn't have like the street credentials. Like cuz growing up in it and being a part of it, two different things. Like Meek knows both sides because he grew up in it and he was a part of it. Right? So,
I follow.
So can you say the same thing about J. Cole? Because J. Cole, he speaks, about the same truth.
Nah, he's definitely
J. Cole
on that side with
You just don't like J. Cole.
I want to like J. Cole, but J. Cole.
Why do you like J. Cole?
That nigga put me to sleep. Nigga pause.
you don't dislike him. It's just how I feel about Kendrick. Like I don't have ever like.
You don't like
You
him?
tripping.
No, I like Kendrick and J. Cole, but they're just not artists I would like go out my way to go listen to their music. They have good music. It's just not my,
Well, I mean, like you more like a old school type of nigga. So
I mean, well,
I don't know what he like.
yeah,
I have no idea.
I don't think that's what it is.
Other than Jay-Z favorite.
I don't know.
Favorite
I think a big part of it for me is, I think other than just like lyricism, I really care about swag. And I feel like Jay-Z, that's why I like Jay-Z so much, because he has so much swag when he rap. And I don't get that. I don't get, it's like a little bit of the arrogance. I don't get that so much from like a J. Cole or a Kendrick, which that's not faulting them.
Yeah.
But I definitely like that arrogance when it comes to how you rap, and they don't do that much.
I feel it.
But I do fuck with J. Cole. I fuck with Kendrick. But yeah, I just don't like him like
Jay-Z
that.
said, "Come on, man," on his verse, and that shit was hard. He said, "Come on."
It's that swag, that arrogance.
No, Jay-Z
has me hooked, bro.
Jay-Z has a swag that'll never be touched by anybody ever.
Man,
He said, "Come on, man," and that shit.
It resonated throughout. Yeah.
Exactly.
But
That made the whole verse that much better.
So do y'all think Kanye is gonna like have some type of response? Not like a heavy response, but
I saw something that. I mean,
so what?
to the
Red Hat.
Yeah, the red hat. And then
It wasn't necessarily a diss though.
yeah, it wasn't. I saw. It's just on Instagram. One tweet, Jay-Z was like, obviously the verse was meant don't pit brothers against brothers. Mm-hmm. So he was like, go get the new album because Drake and Meek is on there. So he wasn't dissing Ye. Yeah, and then I saw that Ye said something about like he loved Jay and he want to make Watch the Throne 2 now or some shit like that. So
yeah, I don't think it was a diss.
Yeah, it wasn't a diss.
Yeah.
He said my spouse is better than.
He was talking about Trump.
Yeah, I think he said his house is bigger. He's like, come on, man. My spot, come on.
Come on, man.
Jay is at the point where he has nothing to prove to anybody.
He's been at that point.
He's been at that point. He's been at that point. For I mean, yeah, but it's just The niggas is crazy. Like, there's nobody. They said dead or alive. Just close to home.
No one.
Nobody. I want to change my. Jay-Z's my number one rapper of all time.
Pass Pac.
Pac is number 2.
I'm not mad at it.
Hov is just a different.
You say you ain't mad at it, but you had.
Pac
had
Jay-Z
and
JCX3.
Wait, what?
I mean,
Ain't no number 2 there.
ain't no.
I thought you said it was.
This nigga didn't even watch the episode. He wasn't knowing.
Yeah, that's
I
crazy.
definitely
That's crazy. You definitely did.
Definitely did.
Yeah. It's been evidence that you did it. Nigga.
Right. A couple of statements you've made that are questionable as to if you
Yeah.
watch that episode.
You got me! Yeah, I didn't watch it! That's so fucking self-centered.
Yeah. But that what's that line? He said another line. It was at the end. He was like, "I swear to God, this all off the head, improv, but there's no comedy." Sign I failed, hell no. Like,
Sick, man. Sick.
that's
And he don't
crazy.
write. He don't
A
write
sign
any of
feel
his shit
bar
down.
is-
How do you get a sign
He
filled?
doesn't write anything down.
Yeah.
He doesn't write anything. You want to talk about ghostwriters, and this man doesn't even write.
Downright.
He just goes in there and raps and comes out with the most spectacular lines of all time.
I'm kind of good.
Like, the man is
I don't know how he does it.
amazing.
Yeah, he's
My assessment of the Meek album, I haven't had the chance to listen to it multiple times. I think I've gone through it twice, so I don't know all of the songs in depth or anything, but there are a lot of bangers on there. His intros are always fire.
Yeah, Joe's crazy.
Like Reese said, all of his features work. Like, I didn't have any problems with any of
I'm
the
a little
features.
upset Tory wasn't on there. Because him and Tory make cold ass music.
I do.
I think
What's
he
Tory
felt
on
like
there?
since he had Drake on there, he already had Toronto covered, so he
Yeah,
didn't
but-
really-
Wait,
yeah,
Tory
Can't
was
have
on-
too
can't have too many Toronto.
Oh, no, that was a
Yeah,
Dipset.
too many Canadian
Tory,
Tory.
all right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I'm thinking
Yeah,
Dipset
He
album.
was on the Dipset album, but yeah, the features were fire.
I like him and Cardi B together. They song was tight.
Yeah.
I like Cardi B.
What I didn't like, and I told this to Maurice,
Talk to me nice.
he had 2 songs where in the hook he used the term "talk to me nice,"
I didn't pick that.
and that kind of bothered me. I'm like, you can't come up with another hook for this song.
Right.
Why are you repeating yourself in a song that's like 7 tracks, away from this other song where you use that
Right.
same term? Like, that really threw me the fuck off. And it was one other thing that I didn't like. Small.
Yeah.
Very small, nothing on a granular level, but it was something else that kind of bothered me, but like I said, nothing big. So the album itself, very well put together. He structured all of the songs, aside from the 21 Savage one,
Pay you back, yeah.
in a manner where they all flow together. So I really keep listening to it. I've only gone through it probably twice right now,
Yeah,
but
me too.
it sounds really good at second listen. So
they were
I'm
like
happy with the
I have a
project.
question.
The
I was whipping that
samples.
dope up like a pot of
Oh, yeah, the
spaghetti.
samples
The
were
samples.
the samples were really dope.
The samples
I know he
were
paid a
crazy.
lot of money for
Samples
samples.
were crazy.
He had some really big, well-known
Yeah.
samples. So
Yeah.
A lot of them too. It wasn't just
Yeah.
1 or 2. He had
That Phil Collins, right? Did you get in the intro? I wonder how much.
exactly. Didn't I say that? I was like, this
Exactly.
sample is like,
Yeah,
that
that
man paid a
cost a
lot of
penny,
money.
but shit, he got it. He
Yeah.
definitely got
Yeah,
it.
question.
Yeah. What do you guys think about 21 Savage? I say this because I feel like maybe really early this year, he was like red hot.
Yeah,
And I haven't really heard nothing from him.
yeah. It's definitely.
And when
knocked down.
I heard him on the track, I'm like, it's still the same 21. It just doesn't have that same fire. I don't think he's changed. I don't know if his moment is just
I
gone.
mean,
What do
he
you guys feel about 21
did.
Savage?
He did break up with what's her face?
Amber Rose.
Yeah, so they could change the nigga.
That could change it.
They could change the nigga.
I don't think he was
like around
I
that
don't think he was
time.
ever that hot. Like he was.
21.
That's true.
21 was.
And you were really fucking with him.
I did. I rocked with him, but I don't think he was like. I didn't expect him to last. Like I mean, I think he played his
Did it?
part, and yeah, like
I
he's not.
expect
He
him
has
to
no
last
depth.
just like all the other.
Nah. 21 was.
I mean, who's
super
out right now
top
that
tier.
was like that you can compare him to? Like niggas, like
Who was he on
rappers
the,
right now are like short and like they
Who
just
was
come
on
in and go.
the freshman. Who was all the people he was on?
Kodak.
Yeah, like all the. I thought he would be going on with
Kodak.
all the people.
Kodak, but Kodak has like Kodak has.
Yeah. Do you think Kodak Black is gonna last? Like,
I think so.
Longevity.
Yeah, with that money, he just came out with Gucci Mane and Bruno Mars.
Yeah,
I think it's
that's
Gucci's track, but that motherfucker.
I think people want like why I tend to listen to rappers that are like you can tell that that's who they are. Like that's why the Kanye shit hurt me. Like Kodak, he might not be the most technical or best rapper, like, but that's who he is. Like that nigga, like his music is him. So I gravitate to that.
Right.
So Kodak is like 21 Savage. Just I don't know. He made like Club and something like he had that X song, but I mean other than that, he really ain't did too much. Like he wasn't. I didn't expect him to be like here for a long time. So
Right.
he had a feature here and there. I think that's all.
Yeah, he was on that Metro Boomin album. He was hitting on there a few times.
Yeah.
I guess he was just overshadowed by everybody else that was. On
Yeah,
the
he's
album.
just. I mean,
Didn't
yeah. I don't,
stand out at all.
21 Savage, whatever. But
So y'all think he's
I mean, he does what he does. Like, if people want a verse from him, like,
I'm sure the Amber Rose thing did affect him because that's why we probably haven't heard from him in a while. But I think.
but his first album, like, that is an album. Nobody cared about that. Like,
No, I think a lot of people was fucking with his album.
nobody cared about that. I'm not talking about the mixtape he did with Metro because he had a
No,
mixtape
his
with
album.
Metro.
A lot of
Is it
people,
album?
I think a lot of people, like even celebrities, like people were fucking. He was hot, bro. People were
I don't
fucking with
think
his
he
album.
really focusing
Yeah,
on
I
Yeah.
must have been out
So
of
I'm
it.
saying if
I
21
ain't
Savage
never
comes
heard
out
of
with another album, maybe late winter, early summer, like
Nobody's
are
gonna
people really?
Nobody's gonna care.
No one care?
Yeah, the clock might have started on him.
Yeah, he's definitely on the clock right now, but I think it's due to the whole Amber Rose thing, and he'll give us some new music soon, I would imagine.
And bro, she was a fucking heartbreaker. She broke Kanye West's heart.
Oh, fuck that.
And
For,
thoughts movement.
Fuck the we got too many women viewers.
Speaking of women viewers, shout out to Brittany, our number one fan.
Well, I'll show it. Forget that. I could be G real. I was forget that shit. Shit.
Shout out Brittany.
I had it on my mind to close out the show, giving Brittany a shout out.
It wasn't on my mind.
Darius, stop, nigga. You gonna fucking make her hate us again. Anyway, I was gonna give her a shout out because we missed last week.
Yeah.
But prior to last week, she spent the weekend with us. Well, not the whole weekend, but we watched Survivor Series, which was a ton of fun.
Yeah, that shit was fire.
That was a wonderful experience we got to have with Brittany. So, shout out to you.
Shout out.
Anybody else we need to shout out?
I can't think of anything.
Shout out my baby Trina. I love you, girl.
Yeah, shout out my baby Sheila. I love you, baby.
Fuck all that, boy. You ain't want to shout her at the beginning, man. What do you mean?
We put it all on the table now.
Well, we might as well get to it. We have a special thing that we wanted to do for our listeners. We put out a trivia question to you all, and we have our 3 winners. We're going to give out 3 gift cards to.
Drum roll.
Let's see here. We have Shay C. We have Anna B. And we have Shonda F. Who are the 3 winners of the One Mic Podcast trivia. It was our 10th episode, and we wanted to do something special.
Yeah.
And we knew the holidays were around the corner, so we're gonna give some gift cards out to you, women.
Wonderful.
Yeah, I'm like really surprised that Gene didn't bring that bottle on the 10th episode. He usually stay turned up.
Man.
Last night.
We turned up last night.
We turned up last night.
That was small ass boy.
That shit
That was 3 shots.
looser than a goose. That shit ain't looser than a goose. I was sweating. It was just looser than a goose. But yeah, man. Hey, that's episode 10. We out.